Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is Ohak Cade. I'm a composer, and today I'm going to be reacting to EXO, Mama and Monster and Wolf live. This was suggested to me after I reacted to The Killing Voice. Feel free to check that out. Real quick, I just want to talk about my Patreon. I swear I won't spend too much time on this, but I just launched it, so I have no patrons at the moment. Zero. Very sad situation, but of course, that's where you guys come in. Right now, I only have one tier, the Origin tier. The first person ever to subscribe to this tier gets a full album request or a full concert request. Every member of this tier gets 6 guaranteed song reaction requests, as well as the ability to suggest content for polls, content for live streams, etc. Obviously, once this tier is full, another tier will open up, but of course that tier will not receive some of the benefits that are reserved for these special first 5 people who subscribe to me. So I hope to see you guys there. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing what you guys have to suggest for me. The link is in the description. That full album request is calling your name. I know it. You know it. Let's do it. Let's have some fun, and let's get into the discussion. Now, before I get into this reaction, I should let you know that my approach is quite analytical and honest. Sometimes I do offer constructive criticism on things like vocals and performance and composition. However, it's all intended in good fun. It's all intended in the interest of appreciation of the art. As a composer, it's just that I love getting into the details, really appreciating how performances like this one come together. So without further ado, let's see what EXO have in store for us. Wowee. I really like those heavy metal riffs. I didn't mention this, but I am a composer for a symphonic metal band, and that is the sound that I'm hearing right now is symphonic metal. I am familiar with Mama by EXO. I am familiar with all 3 songs actually, although Monster is the one I'm least familiar with, but I've always felt that Mama does have a symphonic metal flair, and I like that in this live version they are leaning into that influence a little bit. Here we go. Choreo. Nice. Wow. Holy moly. That set is just wild. And I love how you have I believe it's a hexagon. I'm not the best at shapes, but you know, it's the iconic EXO hexagon there blown up. Creates some really cool angles, very dramatic for visual flair. I love the colors, the lighting. They are wearing sort of a dark red or a dark brown outfit that fits with the lighting and the dramatic atmosphere. There's so much going on. Yeah, so you can hear a little bit of dubstep influence now in there too. These are elements that were not in the original track as far as I know. It was a little bit more poppy and straightforward, but it's cool how they infuse new elements into the live version of the song. And I love their choreo so far. There's Kai. He was sorely missed in the Killing Voice. Great to see him here. Whoa, that's a lot of people. That is a huge stadium. So I guess this is Monster. What year was this? I think I saw that this video was uploaded about 6 years ago, but that doesn't mean necessarily that's when the performance happened. So I'm curious because they are looking a little bit younger, of course, than the Killing Voice performance. So I guess I'm just curious as to which era specifically this was. Okay, so I'm just going to go back a little bit there because Kai had a couple of really cool moves. So we're just going to slow this down. There's Schumann. Like, look, the way he flings his head there, it's so powerful. Even this pose that he's striking at the moment, the angles, the fist, like, he's incomparable. Even just that one little motion, that one little clip, it just goes to show his extreme talent as a dancer. He's definitely my favorite dancer, not only in K-pop, but in all of pop music. Not that I know many dancers outside of pop music, but you know, you get my point. The only other notable dancers that I can think of really are, you know, there are people like Usher, Michael Jackson, of course, but I guess if we're talking about the current era of pop music, then I really don't think anyone compares to Kai. He's got this crazy, energetic, youthful, fierce, powerful ability to embody the music entirely. And that is something that Michael Jackson would also talk about doing when he dances, is becoming the bass, becoming the drums. It's something you can't really teach. Of course, all of the dancers in EXO, all of the guys in EXO, very talented dancers, but you can tell that there's just something innate in him that emanates. It's like an explosion. It's fire whenever he dances. He's just hypnotic to watch. And that is Lay, I believe. I really don't know much about him. Again, I'm more of a casual EXO fan. I know some of my stuff, but really not a lot compared to more hardcore fans. I'm not sure why or when Lay left the band. Assuming this is Lay, I think it is him. But yeah, he has a cool voice. Obviously, he looks good. But if you could tell me more about him, I would definitely be interested to know his deal and if he's doing anything at the moment, like a solo career or anything like that. And I'm just really impressed that they can execute these vocals with doing such crazy choreo. Suho. So one thing I will say is that I think that the red lighting is cool for like a moment or two, but at this point, I do think that they could be lit a little better. It's obviously nothing to do with them, but I think you'll agree that with their red jackets and with the red background and the red lighting, it makes some of their movements harder to see, which is a shame because, you know, there's a lot of cool stuff that they're doing that you might not catch due to the lighting. It might have been easier to see in person, to be fair. More cool expressions from Kai. They must be so warm. Wow. That's Baekhyun, right? Oh, he's doing a little... yeah, he's also an underrated dancer too, for sure. This lighting is way better. This lighting is great. Great rap by Chanyeol. Good vocals by Dio. Bravo. Bravo. Really good stuff. This is a favorite of mine, Wolf, so I have high expectations. Cool. Cool projections in the background. This chorus is so epic. I liked that little dance move there. That little head swing. That was super sick. I just want to see that again. That is cool. I love that. Suho is considered the leader, if I'm right. Now, I feel like I don't get to hear enough of him to really hear his talent. Then again, you know, he could have a lot of parts, but even visually, I'm not seeing him highlighted that much, which is strange. Another member that is a little bit mysterious to me, and that I would like to know more about, because even when the parts that I do hear him sing, his voice is really cool. And it's cool that a lot of the choreo is, wolf inspired. It's giving teeth, claws, ears. I wonder what the tree symbolizes. I guess just a forest, like a wolf in the forest. Ooh. Breakdown. Obviously, Kai is being highlighted a lot as he's the lead dancer, but it's cool that they're also showcasing some of the moves from the other guys, like Baekhyun and Xiumin. Oh man, he is the coolest. His dancing is just crazy. Wow. New verse? Wow. Damn, holy moly. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wasn't expecting this. This is like a extended, epic wolf moment. A little bit of a bum note there by Baekhyun, reassuring to me to know that there's no tuning on the vocals and it's a live moment. He's human, killing it otherwise. But those tiny little mistakes like that are what make live shows perfect and what make them authentic. Just a fun thing to take note of, their humanity and their authenticity in this performance. It's so hard to belt like that constantly. Amazing. I love that run. epic run. And I love this little skipping move that they do. That one, that is so sick. I love that. And that run that Chen does is just flawless. Serving the face. Love it. Intensity. Well, that was really, really cool, really fun, really impressive. I am really a big fan of the heavy beats, the dark, dramatic atmosphere and melodies as a metal fan, of course. The biggest, most pleasant surprise for me was that surprise bridge in Wolf with some unheard verses like that we had never heard before, and maybe the fans are aware of this extended version. I wonder if there's a studio version of that. I would be very curious to hear it. I suspect it's just an unreleased bridge that was cut from the final version, but a beautiful, stunning performances there from Baekhyun and Dio in that bridge, I believe. Again, excellent choreo. I have to say, Kai was, catching my eye throughout. I'm a sucker for dancing, dance moves, and serving the expressions while dancing. And he is, of course, a master of that. Vocal-wise, I was probably most impressed by Chen, really killing it. Of course, Baekhyun had that one little hiccup, but I do believe that he still hit the highest note in this concert. He has that extremely high note towards the end of the song. Dio also very impressive vocals, although I do feel like his vocals could still be highlighted a little more from what I've seen, considering how talented he is. Enjoy Chanyeol's raps. Would like to have seen more from Suho, Xiumin, Lei. Who am I leaving out? Sihon, I didn't see a whole lot of. Seemed to me like it was a more of a backup dancer situation in this performance. Correct me if I'm wrong. There were probably parts that I missed where he was the focus. Although at this point in the career, I guess there was still a lot of them in it, so it's hard to put the focus on everyone. But yeah, great stuff. Amazing performance. I would definitely like to see more of this kind of stuff. Again, if you have something that you really want me to see, click my Patreon link below and subscribe. The first person ever to subscribe to my Patreon gets a whole concert request or a full album request, plus 6 guaranteed song reactions separate from that. And the second, third, fourth, fifth people to subscribe to my Patreon will get those 6 guaranteed song reactions too. But they just won't get the full album reaction. So do hurry if you would like that full album reaction. I'm right here for it, and I hope to see you guys on Patreon. And of course, if you cannot afford to subscribe to my Patreon and you really care about seeing me react to something, of course, feel free to leave a comment. Hopefully I'll get to that as soon as I can, but of course my patrons will take priority. So that's it from me for today. I hope you're doing well. Again, my name is Ohakade. I'm the composer for the symphonic metal project Valkata. You can also check out our music. I'll leave a link in the description below for that too. Thank you again, and have a good one.